Scotch Olives, so good, even Ross can't come up with an intro.
My name is Gregory Llewellyn, and I'm the owner and head chef at Hart's Yard in Sydney, Australia. I'm going to be stepping out of my restaurant kitchen and into my home kitchen so that I can share some amazing things that you can try at home.
Every party you've ever been to has what on the table? Olives. And if there's no olives, they're not good friends. Today we are gonna up the ante and make one of my favorite little snacks, and these babies are Scotch olives. Just think of Scotch eggs, but with olives in the middle. So they're gonna be breaded, fried, and the kicker is they're gonna be stuffed with liquid molten cheese. I love watching people eat these when they come out of the fryer because they just fucking burn their lips. It's awesome. It's like when you eat pizza, you're so hungry that it just burns the roof of your mouth, but you forge on and eat the pizza because you're a slob. So we're gonna use a green olive that's pitted, and the filling is actually one of my favorite cheeses, Neufchâtel cream cheese, a little bit of manchego, which is a sheep's milk cheese from Spain. We are gonna take the world's shittest cheese grater, and we're gonna lob in some manchego cheese. Neufchâtel's in the bottom. I'd go like 1 part Neuf to about half a part of manchego. Depends what your budget is. If you make a lot of money, use all manchego. And then we're gonna salt this baby up. Even though olives are salty, that cheese is salty, we still just want a little bit of a bite. So we'll season that up. A little bit of pepper. This is almost becoming the world's shittest pepper meal too. Christmas is coming, honey. And then we're gonna do some smoked paprika. You know, the $6 knife has more than one use. And we're just gonna bind this into a paste. We've tried on numerous occasions to sort of actually stuff the olive, and we look pretty silly doing it. What we decided to do was take these olives and make an incision on the side and sort of roll this mix and then shove it in so you actually have a really good amount of cheese in the middle. We actually serve this snack at our bar called The Gretz, and Toddy just stuffed so many upon so many. I asked him one day, how many do you think you stuffed? And he goes, I actually think I stuffed close to 40,000 pieces in his tenure there. So keep stuffing, Toddy. I'm just gonna get my hands a little bit moist. Then we're just gonna take this and just sort of ball it up and shove it in that little cavity. And then we're just gonna pat it up. I'll tell you what, right now, if I had to stuff olives, I'd quit. Hashtag shit job. And we are coming to an end of stuffing these damn things. Just wasted about 10 minutes of my life doing this. Look at these. They don't look very pretty. The point is they're packed with cheese. An olive is like super salty. Just wait till we bread these babies. We have our crummies. We've got our little Kellogg cornflake, which I was very excited to see at the shop, and 2 eggs. So let's go crack these babies. Give them a toss. We're gonna double bread these babies. Flour. And some people just like one wet hand, one dry hand. Doesn't matter. Just roll them around. So they're all completely sort of coated. Looks like a sweet treat you find in some weird country on a street. So then we're gonna dunk these babies into the egg, and we're just gonna roll these babies around. And you can see like the layering process of the olive. I might do these one at a time, all right? And as you can see, it's completely coated in the first sort of breading, that's with the crummies. And then you can see the wedge of cheese slice that's sort of inside. That can't go anywhere now when it's fried. All it can do is just sort of get molten. I'm not gonna lie, sort of like coloring in kindergarten, I've always been a shit breader. Just can never keep one hand wet or one dry. It just gets so messy. Do it with your kids, let them make the mess. Now what you sort of don't want is those little dags hanging off your olive. Now onto the old Kellogg's. Why don't we just take the egg and just dump it right in because it's more space. We're just gonna roll these babies around. Now, so this is our second breading. Look at those little nuggets. How good do they look? I've put down about 22 of these in a sitting. That's my record. But they gotta be the right temp. Too hot, can't do it. But what's most important is completely enclosing these olives and not packing on the bread. Because then what happens is when you dunk them in their old oil bath, the oil can't penetrate the breadcrumb. So what happens is that it just sort of gets the outside really crispy, but doesn't actually cook the egg or the flour. The process is not pretty, but the end result is awesome. So these babies are ready to go. The reason that these are double breaded, for 2 reasons actually. 1, for the crunch, and 2, to actually hold in all that cheese. We're gonna just start dropping these babies in. So just regular canola oil, vegetable oil, grapeseed oil, whatever you want. We're at about 160 degrees, and they'll take about 1.5 minutes. Have a swim. See you later. Now it's important not to overcrowd the pan. It'll lower the temperature of the actual oil and rendering it sort of like soggy and not really, really crispy. Just sort of let the oil do its work. See that little bit of cheese hanging out? So these babies are ready to go. Look how amazing these look. That cheese is screaming to come out. Look at that, oozing out, real time. So that's what happens. They're like liquid cheese. These babies are ready to serve. Now what to serve with these things? Spicy tomato sauce, mayonnaise, aioli, some sort of caper thing. I know our chef has done 40,000 of these babies and I've only done 12, but you know what? The Scotch olive is the only snack for your real friends.